Let me just tell you guys, we're living in a great timeline where we can see CM Punk be the definitive winner of a title. Yes, no more gimmicks, no more Drew McIntyre, no more Seth freaking Rollins. We have CM Punk as the champion. He is the one and only, the best in the world, and there's so much more. There's a lot coming into the plate of the WWE. The MFTs making their mark, making their presence known over in SmackDown. They're here again for one reason or not. You might have forgotten about Solo Sikoa. You might have pretended that him and his family were no longer there, but they're there. They're making a mark and they putting it all straight. Hey, thank you for watching Ringside Ribs Live. We're here. We're cooking up right after what we saw for Saturday night's main event for Friday Night SmackDown, and you, as everybody else, we're joining us here tonight with what we got cooking. We got the storylines, we got the results, we got the impressions, everything else but nothing matters, because we're really gonna dive into what we saw. We're really gonna dive into the beginning stages of how it all started. Let's just talk about it. One of the things that got me to be the most interested, if not anything, the arrival of CM Punk being the champion. We have the GOAT, the best in the world. He now has the title. He took the picture with the results pretty much. The champions right now. We got Ricky Saints from NXT. That was a good little impression. All these people, they put in the work. Jade Cargill beating Tiffany Stratton. I mean, we gotta go into that. Cody Rhodes, of course, defending. But CM Punk, right? Isn't he the talk of the moment, the time, the title, the impressionist, the person who has pretty much just been a two-faced bitch this whole time, and now we have the impression that he is gonna be the title. And I'm not hating on any of you CM Punk fans. I'm not trying to be any type of aggression or say any type of thing, but he is someone who said he wasn't gonna go to Saudi Arabia. He is someone who said so many bad things about the WWE. Now it's great to see that he has the respect. We all grow. We all make mistakes. We all grow from it. We all become better. We see how things evolve, how things start to change. We have to see how we become different men, different characters in our thing. And that's what I like about CM Punk. That's what I like exactly about him. The way he has been growing, the way he has been showing us character development, not only in the ring, but outside of it. What we saw was a man who, even though he's 40 plus years old, he's putting on a performance. He's looking in better shape than Jay. He's looking less sluggish, more agile. I mean, Jay, come on, dude. We've been giving you the opportunity. An opportunity. It just seems like the WWE is no longer interested in seeing you at the top of the pinnacle and seeing you at the top of the food chain. No, we're more interested in seeing you pretty much continue to have your family feud, continue to have your thing, continue to build up against whatever type of momentum you think you have against your brother, against your cousin, because right now that's what they're going to use you for. That's the type of thing that they're really depending on, Jay. They want to be using you so that they don't have to rely on giving you a title. Right now you're selling enough merchandise, you're giving them enough of the benefit to not need you at the top. But right now, CM Punk, he's deserved it, man. He has done better things than you. He's not gonna be competing. He's not gonna be understanding. He's gonna be giving us a new story, a new perspective. He obviously has Drew McIntyre on his list of people that are gonna be jealous. Seth freaking Rollins or whatever thing we're gonna be building there. Paul Heyman can be betraying him. We already seen the commercial for whatever you want to call it for WrestleMania. I mean, we know who is at the table, and at the table was CM Punk, was Brock Lesnar, was of course Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. And I mean, did they spoil what they're gonna do at WrestleMania 42? Are we gonna be seeing CM Punk somehow continue to have that title? We're not gonna see some type of short reign CM Punk title, are we? We're not gonna see nothing of a disaster, of a craziness, of a changer, because right now CM Punk, he's continuing continue to grow, to evolve, to show us that right now he has a title. We're looking at a new era of CM Punk. We're looking at a new change. We're looking at the best in the world, pretty much ready also to call it a retirement. We're seeing how, of course, John Cena's on his way out, AJ Styles is on his way out, Shinsuke Nakamura is on his way out. But for the matter of fact, right now, CM Punk can say that he is on top of the ladder. He is like CM Punk, champion. He is like everybody else that for once, for a final few years, is going to have this reign. Can we even be seeing some type of changes, some type of Randy Orton against CM Punk against, of course, Cody Rhodes? I mean, the things just kept building and building and building, and that's the interesting part of it, about how it's all transitioned, about how it's all changed, about how it actually made sense. It made sense because it seems like it was some type of real injury. It made sense because it seemed like it was the truthfulness of what it had to be. But at the same time, we wonder what exactly we'll be doing with Jey Uso. How will that be changing and be over here contributing into whatever the plans are for WrestleMania? Are we really pushing Jey Uso out of the picture? Are we really doing that to the main event? He's been getting his push. Is he already going to be in a retirement mode where he tag teams one more time with his brother? Because that's pretty much all the WWE is currently giving them. That's pretty much all they're right now seeing, and right now it seems like the storylines are all shifting away. The MFTs have made their mark, have standed their ground. They're making their presence known at the WWE and SmackDown. For once in your life, you thought you forgotten about Solo Sikoa. You thought you forgotten about respecting the man that once was the enforcer for Roman Reigns. But nah, he decided to have more interaction. He decided to have more vengeance. He decided to have exactly what he needs to have, because Solo Sikoa is a great character. He's been building up a lot of presence. He's been doing a lot of things, but at the same time, the WWE hasn't really given him his opportunity to rise. They haven't given him the opportunity to really reflect and really do what they need to do. Because at the same time, why is it that it could be that Solo Sikoa is not giving that opportunity, not really giving that opportunity to rise up to the occasion, to really give them the opportunity to just rise and get rolling? Well, the MFTs have shown their dominance, have done some crazy things, have now performed, have now struck fear into the division. Can we really be seeing some type of changes? Could we really be seeing some type of war games? Is this all just a build-up because the WWE doesn't have any real thoughts about war games? Is this all just a build-up into what the WWE thinks they need to be doing because Solo Sikoa is such a great character that they need to be putting him into something? Well, at the same time, we're kind of content because they're not pushing the right people, but they are building up some characters. They are doing what it takes to be doing. They are trying to do and implement other things. Right now, we're looking at this. How could it be that, of course, it was CM Punk, it was Drew McIntyre to pick up the loss, it was Cody Rhodes to have that little smirk, to do that little cheat, to do that little thing where we thought he wasn't gonna pull the trigger, but he's coming, and he was acknowledging that people were cheering for him. He was really there saying the message. It looks like we might not have a full-on Cody Rhodes heel turn, but it is some type of turn at the same moment where we're seeing some type of person change into this type of villain that they're not really understanding, they're not really liking, they're not really taking seriously. But at the same time, how could you not be liking this new aggressive Cody Rhodes? I mean, he did what he had to do. He put Drew McIntyre in the DDT against the title. He picked it up. He won. He continued to be the champion. He continued to make the scenes. He continues to be the one that right now is carrying the brand, and it totally makes sense. It totally agrees with the bottom line of what they're doing. Cody Rhodes is the face of the franchise. He is the quarterback. He is continuing to contribute to what they are building across WWE. Now, he can be telling all types of storylines, be building all types of brands, be being all types of things, and at the same time, we're understanding what Drew McIntyre is going to do. We're understanding where he's going to be going. We're understanding at the same time that maybe it wasn't his opportunity at the moment to be getting that win. Maybe it wasn't the opportunity, the chance, the distance to be able to pick up the win. Maybe they had some better storylines. Well, what can they be doing? Well, they gave CM Punk the win, and we know who was the biggest and bestest rival against Drew McIntyre. Yeah, we've seen that Hell in the Cell fight. We've seen it all. Now we got to put it on the table. We're seeing it. We're seeing it clear, so clear. We got CM Punk against Drew McIntyre. It's coming up, and we're really taking for it. Where can we be seen? What will be really staking? Well, we also got Seth freaking Rollins. How long will his entry be taking? That's where it comes down. How long do you really think we will be seeing CM Punk carry on that title, carry on that case? I mean, right now we're facing off. We're getting closer and closer and closer to the next chapter, to the closing Royal Rumble, and then the stages get closer to WrestleMania. So what will be the implications right now? Survivor Series, of course, right around the corner, right around to the next stage, right around to the next part of whatever we have to do. And of course, there were other surprising factors in what we got to see in the results of the Saturday Night's main event, in the results of SmackDown, in the results of every single one of these campaigns right now. We've seen it all. We've seen the factors. We believe we have seen the changes. Jada Cargill has changed her ways, has made herself bad, and she destroyed Tiffany Tannen. We had the power bombs. We had whatever the pin she likes to do, and it was just like, okay, at the same time, what really happened? I mean, we started to think, well, she's okay, right? I mean, Tiffany Stratton could get out of this. I mean, her knee was hurting, but she can get out of this. No, the WWE just decided to squash, per se, Tiffany Stratton. They decided to end Tiffy time, and that was it. Jada Cargill came in, and now we're all thought to believe, oh my God, she's gonna be so aggressive. She's gonna be picking up every single win. She's gonna be a beast. She's gonna be undeniable, unstoppable. We got this new person. We got this person that's gonna be undefeatable. We got this person that's gonna be a champ forever, and she's a baddie. Yeah, we're looking at Tiffany Stratton's return. Yeah, she needs to have some type of rematch, and if she doesn't win, then we're just building up to WrestleMania, right? Because Tiffy time, it can't be over. I mean, everything we've been through. Who else do we have in that division? We got to see Nia Jax, but no offense to Nia Jax, the one that makes the most botches, but you're a great superstar from San Diego. But come on, get it straight. You're not gonna be in the WrestleMania car with your slow ass, and we gotta be understanding. Okay, right now we gotta be understanding. We gotta be taking it seriously. Who is gonna be the reign and main thing against Tiffany, against Jada Cargill? Well, we gotta build up Tiffany Stratton. We gotta build her up, and we gotta sign someone, because right now Jada Cargill looking like undefeated, undeniable, on way to the top and on beyond. Everybody's gonna be afraid of her. Everybody's gonna be unable to stop her, unable, unethical, unhappy, undeniably not there, not successful, not excited to have to be competing against her. Who do we got? Do we got Bianca Belair? Will she be someone that comes around the corner? We got Royal Rumble, and that is what excites me. The possibilities of seeing all these other superstars who we haven't seen for a while. Superstars who we haven't seen, who had been hiding in the corners, who have been waiting for their number to be called up, who have been rehabilitating, who have been getting themselves better. And yeah, we got superstars that are just excited to be back on the roster, and that is what is going to happen. At what point are we going to be seeing some type of changes, some type of newcomers, some type of up and comers, people that have been, of course, it's not going to be Naomi. She's about to have her baby. But in what sense could we be seeing some type of Jada Cargill, type of Bianca Belair, something that they were building up, something that made sense, something that they were trying to say, and now it is coming to be, now it is coming to show, now it is starting to make sense. Now they are starting to connect the dots, and that is the scary part. That is the funny part. That is something where you can say, did they even plan that out? Did they really plan that out? Are they just manipulating me? Well, the way they manipulate me is the way that Dominic Mysterio manipulates the game. I mean, the guy continues to just surprise everybody in the way that he is creative. I mean, the bookers, the writers, everybody over there, everybody in the world, everybody is excited about Dominic Mysterio's creativity. They got an open market. They don't have to end matches realistically. They don't got to use power. They don't got to use speed. Now they got to use a little bit of business. They got to use the ring bell. They got to use the announcers. They use anything at their disposal. Now we're really talking about how long are we going to be seeing Dominic Mysterio until this champion? How long could we be seeing Dominic Mysterio reign and reign and reign supreme? How long could we be seeing him as this type of intercontinental champion? And also, believe it or not, how over he is, how much he used to be hated, right? We used to boo him at every single moment. We used to not even let him speak. But at this time, now we're cheering him. Now we're excited. Now we're screaming his name. Now we're to the factor that we're actually really, really, really to the point where we're excited about him, right? Even AAA over there in Mexico, everybody's excited. They want him as the mega campeon. They want him to be number one. They want him to be that champion. They want him to be carrying on that gold. They want him to be that global brand champ. And they're just continuing to have this pretty much spark, right? Because you're never going to believe Dominic Mysterio to be some type of grandiose luchador where he can out wrestle his father. You're never going to believe that he has the power. And of course, you couldn't believe that he has that agility that Eric Guerrero Ness. He's bringing it all the way back. He's bringing back the Latino heat and all that era. And it's just great. It's just pretty much great to see someone continue to evolve, someone continue to hold on to the title, someone continuing to outshine. He helps Pentagon Jr. We had the whole Rusev scare where we all thought he had won, but it just comes to show you, I mean, the guy, the way that they're booking him, it's all really working out. It's all really up for a showing, and it's all really great at the moment because they're doing a great job, right? They're really focusing in on what they're building out of him. They're really focusing in on what they're carrying out to do. They're really planning it all out. Saturday night's main event is just a continuation of showing who did they really invest in, who are the booking people, who are they actually writing scripts for, and who is actually not standing a chance. Well, in this case, because they're no longer on Peacock, right? They're no longer on NBC, only for short instances. Well, they have done themselves the outshine. We only had a few title changes, or that's what they used to say. Well, we got a few title changes now. We got Jada Cargill picking up that impressive win over Tiffany Stratton. Even though they want to say that she was injured, she was squashed. Now in Intercontinental title, Dominic Mysterio continuing his reign, continuing a way to defend and define people's expectations of him picking up a win. It's just fun. It's fun to see those type of things. Cody Rhodes, of course, he's pulling the trigger. He's doing that two-face double time. He's gonna be pretty much showing it all to be into what he is converting himself to be, right? I mean, the guy is pretty much a menace. He's a menace to what he is coming out. He's a menace because he is just showing all off. He is converting himself off to just a two-faced person. He's willing to push the boundaries. There is no gray area with him. There is no accountability. But at the point, we're actually cheering on for him, right? We're actually enjoying that. We're actually positive about this hero mentality where he has picked up the win, where he has beaten Drew McIntyre because he was able to use the weapon that was there. I mean, if you heard it on commentary, if you heard the way that Michael Cole was actually defending him, was actually actually praising him, was actually doing whatever it took to make it make sense, make it make logical sense of what Cody Rhodes was doing, then it all came down to be that, yeah, Cody Rhodes was there. He did it all on his own. He made it all complete, and he didn't per se cheat, right? Because the title was there. He just took it to his advantage. He just obviously was gonna know to get rid of the evidence, but he did not cheat. He just took care of what needed to be taken care of, and that was what it came down to be. Well, at the same time, you can say whatever you want, but Drew McIntyre never had that opportunity, never really had that opportunity to shock us. There wasn't really a moment where we could have said, well, Drew McIntyre should have picked up the win because, well, no, because that did not happen. But at the same time, what we did see was Drew McIntyre pretty much just get beat at his own game. Drew McIntyre now has to be pretty much going to be locked into someone else, and it better not be that Drew McIntyre against Damian Priest type bullshit where they come up with some just random person to give him a rivalry, because that wouldn't make sense. That is not the type of things that Drew McIntyre should have. He should either be one more time facing off against CM Punk, or one more time putting on a great all classic rivalry with someone that really makes and represents. But CM Punk has now escalated himself over to champion. He has now made it himself over into being someone next level, a 7-time champion, or whatever they want to call it. Whatever you want to believe, it has now been. These Saturday Night's main events, these SmackDowns are really pivotal for what they're putting into show. I mean, yeah, what is going to be happening with the Queen? What is going to be happening with Alexa Bliss? How long are we just going to be having these two-time people pretty much together? We're looking around the corner. Pick it up in some instances. Pick it up in those tag team titles. Pick it up in those United States women's titles or intercontinental titles. I mean, the lack of respect that there comes to be, they have the time, they have the talent, but no, they're focused more on repeating some stories, of giving some of the same answers, of giving people. So that's what I'm saying. They better focus on giving Drew McIntyre a good storyline. They better focus on giving Solo Sikoa this good opportunity to continue to advance and continue to push him forward. Don't just make him a joke. Don't make him continue to lose. Don't make him just beat and lose against a Sami Zayn or something like that. I mean, not to offend Sami Zayn, but that's just the type of people that Solo Sikoa ends up losing in. It doesn't look good for the guy. Make Jada Cargill and whoever she's going to face off against, if it is going to be against Bianca Belair or whoever she's going to face off, make it make sense. Make Cody Rhodes' next opponent, make him actually become more evil. This is the exciting part. And for CM Punk, we're looking at a new era. We're looking at new changes. We're looking at new build-ups. We're looking at a new age in the WWE. And that's where I say, isn't it a great time to be a WWE fan? Isn't it a great time to actually be enjoying the product that they're producing? For no matter what instance you're looking at it, whether it be bad or good, whether it be that they're lacking some type of aspects or they're granting and taking more into consideration than what they are building upon, it's just an actual fact that they're focusing on the right things. They're focusing on character development. They're focusing on the storylines for once, and that's how we can tell. Look at the people that we have as champions. Look at the people that are carrying the brand right now into pretty much the 2026s, because we're in November. We're into heading over to pretty much a Survivor Series, a Saturday Night's main event, and whatever PLE or whatever might be happening, it's not going to be happening, and it's not going to be happening before the end of the year. How long will we be seeing CM Punk as the champion champion? Will we be continuing to see, of course, become more evil? Will we be seeing Cody Rhodes just turn the tide, turn over the corner, and become a bit more evil? Will he be smirking? Will he be not afraid to pull the trigger? Will he continue to do these things? What will we be facing off for 2026? That is how impactful this Saturday night's main event was, because it leaves these questions lingering in our head. What will we be seeing of these two champions, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk? They're carrying the brand. They're making their presence known. They're making it all clear. Ricky Saints as the face of NXT, Jada Carter as the face of the women, and of course Cody Rhodes and CM Punk right now taking it to the next level, letting us to the next generational of 2026. We'll have to see what War Games will be all about. We'll have to see exactly what will be happening, to the sense of what will be the next contender. There's so many questions left after this because of Drew McIntyre, because of what they've done with characters such as the people that they left, the people that they dug out. Tiffany Stratton just pretty much losing to that instant, giving her the opportunity, giving Jada Cargill that win, has now pushed her over the top to say she is the ultimate heel right now in the women's division. Dominic Mysterio, will he have a new contender? Who will be his new rival right now? How far will they have pushed Rusev? For one instance, I was thinking Rusev could have picked up the win for that Sheamus could come back and win himself, but that is not how it turned out to be. No, in fact, it was just, in the end, it was Dominic Mysterio continuing surprises, continuing to do the things that he does, and just become legendary. In the fact, he has now become legendary. He has now done the things that he has done. He has now evolved into this new champion that we are admiring, into this new champion that we pretty much want to see, and he's making us more interested in the AAA. He's making us more interested in these endeavors that the WWE has, because if they're able to push him as a face, they're able to give him the opportunity, they're able to rise him up, then at one instance won't be seeing some other parts. El Grande Americano, I mean, maybe he's not put on WWE TV anymore, but the way these people get over, the way they are rising to the top, it's their creativeness, it's that connection that they have with their fans. It's more than what they do in the ring, and they are pushing themselves over. Drew McIntyre will be over. Dominic Mysterio will continue to be over. We will continue to see the evolution, of course, of Pentagon and Ray Phoenix, and continue to see the influences that there are between, of course, Lucha Libre, between, of course, what there is in the WWE. TNA has already made itself clear in, of course, NXT. They've made their impact, they've made their shit clear, and now we got Evolve over here intertwining with AAA. We also have WWE intertwining with WWE. So we're gonna be seeing more and more of how the WWE is evolving, how they're changing, how they are pretty much growing and using their superstars. So don't be changing, because Cody Rhodes, he will be changing into whatever he needs to do necessary to continue to win, doing whatever it is to do necessary to pick up that title, to make him champion. And just like that, we are heading into, because many of it made us feel like it's a great time for the WWE. It's a great time to cheer on one more time. It's a great time to just get behind anyone, any of these champions, any of these moments. We're living in an era, we're living in a new presence, a new mindset, And it's for most part that we want to criticize right now. We really got to take in consideration the moments that were defined in SmackDown, in Saturday Night's main event, the way that we're going into this back-to-back part of WrestleMania 42, the teaser that they left us, though right now it seems like they're all connecting the dots, they're all moving into pieces, they're all doing what it takes to make us believe, and that's just what we saw in Unreal. Are they really pulling the strings? Are they really making us believe? Because at one point, I want to say I know how they're steering the boat, but then they have these swerves, they have these changes, they have these things that surprise us, they have these things that make us go, oh my God, I never thought that would have happened. I can't believe right now we're living through this right now. We're seeing the changes. We're seeing the WrestleMania preview. Now we're seeing some champions. Do we see the connected dots? Congratulations. We'll be back. We got Raw. We got way more to talk about. Thank you guys for watching. Leave comments. Leave that interaction because I'll be interacting with you. All right. See you next time. Buddies, all's out. Ringside Riffin'.